Hi there, everybody. This is Professor Stewart, and welcome to our screencast for the course syllabus. Here we have our entry point for Blackboard. I wanted to show you, just in case this happens to you, you'll notice there's supposed to be a toolbar on the left here where all of our resources are. If it doesn't appear, you just hover over here until you see this arrow and click it, and there it is. All right, so you can see we have quite a bit of information here to look at, but we're just going to be looking at our syllabus here, and that will open up into a PDF. And here we are. And here is a picture at the top here, the cast of 16 Candles, and the writer and director John Hughes in the center. So welcome to English 2210, Special Topics in Film. The fun thing about this class is I can choose any genre that I'd like to focus on. There's so many possibilities out there, but I decided that coming of age film would be a great way to cross over some boundaries and dig into some different types of films that address this. So that's what we'll be doing in here. We're going to be looking at what are the central elements of a coming of age film. Where does that genre come from? Things like that. So that's where we're headed in this course. But let's take a look at some of these specifics. Again, my name is Professor Stewart. My home base is Flanagan, room 1366. If you're familiar with Flanagan campus, that is on the first floor of the faculty area. So you're welcome to stop by anytime if you needed to chat or talk about anything. The best way to contact me is through these two websites. Everyone will be required to have a Gmail account for this course. We're going to be sharing some documents and things like that. So you're welcome to contact me on either of these email addresses. So some of this I'm going to read through, some of it so I'm going to skip over, some of it I'm going to embellish upon. But let's get started with the course description. This online course is meant to enable students who have achieved the basic understandings of film study and interpretation in English 1210 to continue their examination of the medium. They will pay special attention to film genre, to the work of particular directors, and aspects of film theory. So the prerequisite is 1210. If you have not taken that, or if you've taken it with another instructor, there's going to be some resources in Blackboard that you might want to go over and do a little outside work beyond the required assignments each week. Because the assumption is you have taken English 1210 Introduction to Film, and you know all about mise-en-scène, you know all about editing, transitions, different types of shots, angles, things like that. So that's the assumption. If you do not know anything about that stuff and that's scary, I encourage you to dig into the textbook here, Understanding Movies. There's you could buy a copy, probably get a pretty cheap copy in Amazon. There's actually a link right here, or there's also a PDF right in Blackboard. So please, you're going to be expected to use the evidence in each film to back up what you say. The evidence in a film is how the director chooses to shoot a scene, how the director points the camera at the subject. So you'll need to do that work. Be aware that while you are not required to purchase a textbook, you may occasionally need to purchase or rent movies through movie streaming services such as Netflix, Amazon, etc. I recommend you use the local public library and the CCR library to borrow movies for free. That's what I do. If it's not available in Netflix or for free, basically, I'm not gonna really pay if I don't have to. So I borrow it from the library. You get it for a week, you can renew it, you can keep it for 2 weeks. So try to do that. You can run out and pick it up at the library, or you can have it sent to your local library. Okay, I can feel myself already going beyond the time here. Where are we, 4 minutes? Okay, and now let's take a look at learning outcomes. What do we want you to do when you leave this class? Again, we're going to be looking at film techniques, genre, director, theory, writing. There's going to be a good amount of writing. So if you aren't a confident writer, you're always welcome to send me a draft of something. I can take a look at it. You're welcome to take your work to a writing center at one of the CCRI campuses, or have a friend or family member look it over, look your draft over. But we will definitely be doing a fair amount of writing, as this is an English course. Technological requirements. Learning to use the tools of a new technology has become an essential part of leisure, work, and citizenship. But we don't all begin this course with the same skill level. Many of the digital tools we explore may be new to you. Some examples include YouTube, Blackboard, Screencastify, and Google Docs. You can learn from others, teach others, etc. So you will be required to use Gmail. You're going to be sharing some slideshows with me, things like that. I will also use CCRI email for group messages when I send out a weekly reminder to you about our work for that week. And so you may want to have your CCRI emails pushed to your Gmail or your primary email. So it's easy. You may want to add Outlook to the Outlook app on your phone, so it's easy. So it shouldn't be a problem. So make it easy for yourself, because you will have to check your CCRI email. Now let's go over a few more of these tech things. Again, this is an online course, so there's a lot of freedom. But as I tell my children, along with freedom comes responsibility. So you need to do some things to do well and succeed in this class. In order to succeed, you need to manage your time wisely. If you know that you're working certain days a week or certain times, and just kind of plan your schedule around it. Again, this takes the place of 2.5 hours in a face-to-face classroom, in addition to the outside classwork. So let's say maybe plan on dedicating 4 to 5 hours a week to this course, something like that. In addition, you'll be watching movies, so it's probably closer to the 5-hour workload per week. Keep up with due dates. Don't fall behind. Check your email every day, and don't make excuses. All of this is the syllabus is a contract between the teacher and the student. If you agree to take this course, you agree to all the terms in the syllabus. And let's take a look at required technical skills. Google Drive, Blackboard, CCRI email, all that stuff. So spend a little time on that. A part of what we're going to be doing is helping you all to get comfortable with the technology. And so that's built into the course. So we'll be taking some extra time to make sure you can do all that stuff. Why do we use Google Drive? You don't need to install anything. I work on a Mac from home, but I work on PCs on campus, so it makes it easy for me to just keep it all stored there, and I don't have to switch formats between Pages and Word. Also, keeping in mind, you will be doing some postings in Blackboard journals, blogs, things like that. I would suggest that you work out your response in a Word document or in a Google Doc, and then just copy and paste it, because Blackboard, if you accidentally upload or accidentally click out of a window, it's lost. All your work is lost. So please think about that. You want to work on, even if it's just a paragraph, work on it in a Word document, and then just copy and paste it when you're done. Looks like I'm at the end of part 1 here, and so I'm going to stop the screencast here and ask you to jump into part 2. Okay.